Assalamualaikum.
Salam, Doctor. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam, Doktor.
Salam, Doktor.
Itulah today sebenarnya I pun tak berapa sihat ni, sakit kepala. But anyway, the class today lab and I'm going to brief you about your assignment. It won't take long. Most is a half an hour, then you continue with your assignment, okay? So we start our class with Al-Fatihah. I have 33 here. By right, I'm supposed to have 45. So few more coming in. Anyway, I'm going to brief you through some of your assignment. Oh, dah tertutup dah. I've got anyone. Hold on, Okay, can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Azmi. Okay, so about your assignment, I believe you have take a look at your assignment. Due is on 8 November. And then there are a few questions here. The way you need to answer is not like you write karangan ke report ke, no. You just answer question 1 dot question answer. Make sure you put the question. Make sure you put the question and then you answer. Then question 2, put the question, then you answer. This one no need to write report because we already have report, one report for your project. So here, what is data representation? Even though the mark here is 6, does not mean you put 6 point. Minimum is 6 point. I want you to put more because I want to see the depth of your understanding. If I can see that, oh, you really understand what is data representation, you get marked for it. And then here, find 2 case study that make use of data representation. One with a graphic type of data representation, and another one is non-graphical representation. So here, I have a sample here. Okay, let's see this one. This time. Because for other class, it seems like so big. This one like kecil pula. Can I make it bigger? No. Lebih kurang macam ni lah. So here, this is graphic types. Graphic types where you have axis here. This is all. The axis there is multi-dimensional already. No such thing as X and Y anymore. You see, there are many of it, multiple. And then here, these are the from data value, they plot it. So that's why you have a variable here, and then the size here represent higher frequency and so on, different color, different category and so on. So what I want you to find something like this, something that is not common, not pie chart, bar chart that you are used to, no, something yang lebih advanced, something that beyond your Power BI. Power BI dia tak ada benda-benda macam ni. Now usually this one you have to do hard coded. So radial plot. This is radial but the advanced. advanced version of radial plot. Okay. Then let's see others. Let's see this one. See, these are also let me see. So they have tree, they have cap, they have crimes. Okay, the blue is tree. Crimes, purple. Dekat pokok-pokok pun trees pun banyak. And then caps. These are all caps. So shift to cloud computing, cloud. So what you need to do is you find one of this type of graph. Graph yang you see this kind of graph you cannot find in Power BI. Yang canggih sikit lah. And then you have to explain what is this graph about. This is a case study. What you are doing is a case study. You study how people have used it. Then you have to understand lah what is this graph about. Bukan letak saja must know what they are plotting. Tree, crime, crab ni untuk apa sebenarnya? Carilah apa-apa. Then let's see more. You see this one. Kan? This is circular visualization, nama dia. Futuristic infographic. Futuristic. Even though the data is, you see, very congested. Yes, when it comes to big data, everything congested. But they have so many information in a single graph. That's why we call it visualization. Advanced analytic. We don't do like what we learned last time, right? Satu graph untuk satu data. Second graph for satu. You want to analyze one by one. No. That's why here it must be interactive. As such that I can zoom, I can filter. Example, I just want to see this part, or I just want ignore other category. I just want to focus on the category. Then the graph will redraw for me. This is a new concept. So, but if you use Power BI, sometimes you cannot do this. Power BI is, you cannot lah. It's limited to what they provide to you. That's why if you go for master level or some of my student yang buat degree kan, they will use D3 programming language. Then you can develop like this. You can create your own, ataupun you take the current visualization. Like example, you take this is look like star plot, star, and then from star you modify, then you put a new name. Or it is a circular visualization. Who create it? You are the pioneer. Okay. And this is what master by research and PhD student they are doing. Their research is on this. This is where I told you, if you want to create this, you have to take into consideration of psychology, and then to draw ni kan, psychology of color, shape, psychology, everything. You have to support it with psychology behind it. Bukan saja-sajalah perception. Benda-benda tu lah you study lah for master by research lah. That one is by research. If you do study master by coursework, it's not master by coursework, big data, they are more like satu kaki statistik, satu kaki on IT. Satu kaki statistik you will learn lah semua yang statistik punya method. And then satu lagi visualization is IT development. That is our course lah in UiTM. So I suggest lah, if you like sambung je master, sambil-sambil lah, sambil you kerja, you buat je. Sekarang you single, you belum ada anak, belum kahwin, komitmen tak besar lagi. You masih duduk dengan parent, ataupun you sewa rumah pun boleh ramai-ramai. It's tak lama pun, kalau part time pun 2 tahun. You will realise it will be very valuable for you in future. If you kerja with any company pun, bila dia dengar you ada masa dia nak. Sebab when they want to get tender kan, macam I lah, I nak hire a company. Surely I nak tahu staff apa yang akan kerja dengan I. Dealing with, can I trust them? Company dia nak, bila dia list out, okay, the staff yang involved adalah yang ada master, yang ada PhD, or the chances of they getting the tender is higher. They increase the credibility, the reliability, the trustworthy kan to the project that they handle. Yes, this is true. Because last time I also work outside. This is what they do. And then nowadays PhD pun dah common. Because I also have a student. Yang master buat macam ni lah, buat visualization, everything, semua ni. Lepas tu dia kerja dengan a company is a pharmacy company, but dia distributor, dia bukan jual one to one. Dia distribute to the whole Malaysia. So dalam tu pejabat dia tak besar pun, ada a few staff sahaja, dekat 4-5 orang sahaja IT yang handle. Lepas tu bila dia buat benda ni, okay, for dia punya master, okay lah, dia tak pakai lah data farmasi tu, so dia pun cakap okay, dia nak buat PhD. So okay, I kata okay, sambung your work from master tu buat PhD. And then I kata it's very good if you can get data from pharmacy tu, you cakap lah dengan bos you, okay, I use your data but it's also confidential, don't worry lah, confidential, we make it confidential, and the system will be yours. The system macam keluar lah gerai-gerai baru apa semua ni, the system will be yours, but of course the ownership of the graph ni, it become your IDM. Any product of PhD master student belong to your IDM, including your FYP. Your FYP, your product tu is belong to your IDM. Sebenarnya lah, but if you want to use, apa susah you ambil tu, you modify sikit aja. Maksudnya you modify sikit, and then dia jadi lain sikit. Dia jadi lain sikit, you then tak boleh kata itu dia punya. Dia cuma ada the first version. The second version tu bukan dia punya lagi dah. Bukan your IDM punya lagi. So my student say okay lah, dia pun tunjuk kat bos dia. Bila dia tunjuk kat bos dia, sebab dia nak ambil data tu. Lepas tu bos dia was so happy. The boss dia cakap apa tahu? It's okay, I send you to overseas to do PhD. Tengok. Ini they want people who can analyse. Now this is zaman data. I have a lot of student. Yang student yang lepas pun cakap dengan I, oh madam, thank you, I learn Power BI because I learn in this class, and then bila I pergi IT department, I buat kerja yang sama. That is now. Masa mula-mula we introduce this course, ada student yang macam ni tau. Dia kata, madam, I'm so scared. Semuanya akan takut lah, a few semua. Bila dia orang pergi ke latihan industri, and then they find out that this student dah belajar Power BI, dah tahu data, dia purposely create a new department for this student. And then the student say, madam, I seorang-seorang tau. I yang kena, macam tak ada orang nak guide dia lah, sebab purposely create. I say, no, you can do. Apa yang you buat dalam kelas, you just extend saja your knowledge. You go and dig out sikit sana sikit. Macam tu. Purposely create satu for data visualization ni. And then another one pun sama. Dia master. Masa dia buat master, dia been macam kata apa, not well treated lah by the company. Company dia kerja sampai 3-4 tahun gaji sikit pun tak naik. Tapi masa tu dia buat master. Bila buat master dia kata dia tak nak tukar kerja lah, sebab dia buat master part time. Dia kata dia tak nak tukar kerja, nanti tukar kerja nak catch up dengan new things in new company, and then to catch up with new thing in the study. So dia kata tak apa, dia bertahan. Immediately dia habis saja master dia tu, dia apply new company. And then dia punya project untuk master dia adalah data visualization lah, big data macam ni. And then sama juga, the company tu siap nak create satu department because of that. Tapi this one adalah because working kan, dia kata ada senior atas dia. Tapi senior atas dia tu dengan dia sama-sama lah set up that new department for data visualization. Itu masa dulu lah, masa mula kan visualization. Sekarang ni kalau you pergi latihan industri, dia orang mostly dah ada lah, you just join je. See? So people want, walaupun dia master, dia orang nak, dia sepatutnya buat PhD dengan I. Tapi I tak tahulah, dia kata dia nak buat PhD. Tapi bila dia dah start with a new company, you tahulah kan, a new department, everything dia kena handle, dia macam was so caught up. She was so caught up, and she said, she cannot continue. So I said, tak apalah, as long as, apa knowledge yang ada, benefit to you. So, for me, I tell you, you take master. Tak kisahlah, kalau you tak minat big data pun tak apa. Whatever course that you like lah. You suka AI ke, ambil master. You become very valuable to the company, and the company memang nak simpan you. Kalau tidak pun worst to worst pun, anything happen, you boleh jump college ke apa kan. Sometimes kita tak tahu ekonomi naik turun kan. Bila you ada master ni, you nak apply kerja as a lecturer ke apa ke in a as a temporary basis ke apa, should be no problem. You nak jadi part time ke, mengajar sana sini sementara nak dapat kerja baru ke, it should be no problem because you got experience. You got experience, usually university they want your experience. They want to hire part-time lecturer with experience. Okay. Gaji you simpan lah, bukan mahal pun. UiTM is the cheapest. 2,000 per semester. Ya ke 2,000? Yes, 2,000. Itu coursework. Itu bukan coursework, itu by research. Probably yours cheaper, I'm not really sure. Dah lama dah kan, I tak pegang. Dulu is 2,000 for research. Research dia lagi mahal daripada coursework tau. Dia bukannya the other way round. Sebab we handle you one to one. Dia mahal sikit. And we are the cheapest. Okay. So this is what you mean here. You cari benda-benda macam ni lah. Yang you cari tu mestilah ada information. I don't ask you to crack your head, try to understand this, no. You study this one, dia dah ada write up, what is this big data about, what is this graph is about, you baca je. You baca, you take, you summarize, then you answer the question. Bukan suruh you buat sendiri. This one is a case study, ini orang punya, you just understand and like I say lah, summarize it in your own way. Okay, let's see others. Banyak macam-macam, kita tengok. Yang ni tak salah, Power BI ada, tapi this is the new version, the increased version. The version yang keberapa-berapa dah ni, dia cantikkan lagi. Kan? These are all data, from data they plot it. Cantik kan? Macam-macam. You see, lebih kurang aja. You jangan tahu, this is bar chart tau ni. These are all bar chart. Bar chart, dia combine berbagai-bagai. Bar chart, this one is macam swarm plot ni. Swarm plot campur semua jadi macam ni. So dalam satu, you can see every data. That's why I tell you, your project kan, you must have satu screen yang can see everything. Walaupun you ada 2, 3 gram, 4 gram ke, tapi from a single desktop, I can get any information I want. Dia tak boleh jadi satu tab dekat bawah tu untuk satu. Now I nak tahu another information, I click a second tab, third tab and so on. No, it will not work that way. If you do this, consider fail because you don't understand what is visualization. You see banyak information. This one ada satu information. Here, bulat-bulat ni ada lagi information. Probably this is hierarchy. As it go further, macam parents, grandchildren, and so on. And then out of that, ada lagi kuning. This is, you see, biru. So you see, and then ada graph ni, nampak lagi ni. This is a line chart pula ni. Ada line chart dalam ni lagi. Kan? So this is the big data lah. The true big data lah. Nampak tak line, graph ada kat sini. This one macam swarm plot. They call it what? Strip plot. Strip plot and swarm plot lebih kurang lah strip plot. Okay. Ni macam-macam lagi dalam ni. Ni ada line lagi ni. Kalau you, I can see lah, but I'm not sure you can see or not. Kalau masuk Zoom sometimes dia akan blur sikit. You boleh tengok go and Google banyak. So this is one type of graph that you have to find. Where this graph is from data set it convert become graph. Another one is okay, this is also data representation, but it's not about frequency. If you see this one kan, dia tak ada frequency. It's not about tak boleh besar this one. It's not about frequency. Like this one, true if you want to preserve information. Because data visualization does not limited to graph. Macam ni kan, this is IoT. This is your home. You're at home. This is your server, example. And then from here, this one, directly to link to your coffee, your fridge. Ini apa macam bom this is planting. What? This is what? Lamp. Oh, lamp. Okay. Oh, I see yang bawah. I did not see atas. Now I see as a whole I nampak yang bawah je. I realize when you see atas the top part is a lamp, table lamp. And then this is a heater. Dia orang kan negara sejuk, dia will have heater. So your cycle ni tak tahulah IoT. IoT pun probably they keep track where you are. Kalau you hilang pun people can check. Oh, you cycle, you end up dekat mana? Contohnya lah. You cycle, husband you cycle, wife you cycle, seorang ke apa ke. Tiba-tiba tak balik-balik. Lepas tu tengok kat mana ni? Oh, rupanya end up dekat shopping mall. Mana tahu? Okay, this is probably your gym ke, this is your car ke, your garage, automatically heat up your car ke. So everything your control is here. This is what it means, what they are trying to say, the process. Usually like this, dia tak ada frekuensi. Maksud dia, this one besar ke, this one kecil ke, dia tak ada frekuensi. Dia cuma cakap proses. Example, remember our class, the map of Napoleon, attack Russian. Okay, so that one, the map, okay, might be, aku tak tengok lah how kan the map look like. But I believe the map will show the direction. Okay, I go in this direction, what time. Okay, and how I split my army. One army go to this area, one army attack from behind, one army as a backup, they stay behind, okay? If the front attack, so they behind counter attack. So what time they move, what is the temperature of the weather at the time, they just map it. That one tak ada frequency, tak ada berapa banyak, tak ada, they just show the flow, the process flow. So you also find this type satu Let's see, ini apa? Dia akan saya tunjuk lah benda macam ni. Dia lebih kurang macam architecture. Okay. But not limited to this. Sometimes you might have a data sikit, might have a frequency sikit. Usually we show process from remember we say the apes tu kan, daripada ape baru jadi manusia kan, Darwin punya teori tu. It can also be that way kan, satu dia tunjuk perubahan. Ataupun we are talking about time, time based on time lah. Contohnya pergerakan burung for the last 5 years. Burung ni bergerak dari sini, frekuensi burung tu, direction burung. Bulan berapa dia ended where, nanti bulan berapa dia terbang mana, and you can see that their quantity getting larger or getting smaller throughout the whole year. Then you realize that they are suffering because this bird getting lesser and lesser compared to the last 5 years. Benda-benda macam tu lah. Now let's see lagi, apa lagi ada kat sini. Some is just a design saja. Probably this one more lebih kepada design je ni. Lebih kepada design je. City life travel. Dia tak ada macam usually yang ada tu, dia akan ada arrow, dia akan ada time. Itu selalunya data proses lah, proses. Kalau macam ni tak ada. This more sometimes just a background design, cantik-cantik design je. So you carilah yang ada description. Then you ambil je description. Okay, that's about 2 assignment yang I told you. Let's go back. 2 case study. One is graphical type, one is non-graphical representation. For each one, you ambil satu. Jangan ambil satu macam okay. 2 case study kan. Case study 1 A, case study 2 A. Case study 1B, case study no. Ambil satu case study, answer semua question. Habis, ambil case study 2, answer semua question. Macam tu That way easier to understand. Okay, so question 1 for case study 1. Example. Explain the graph that is used in the case study. What is the name of the graph? Sometimes the graph tak ada nama, contohnya lah kan. But you tengok the base of the graph is like star plot macam saya cakap tadi kan. Base of it is a star plot. Daripada star plot, they increase it, they modify it, they advance it. You say it's a base of a star plot. And then or you can say like just now I say kan dia macam straight plot kan. The basic of it is a straight plot. Generally lah cerita. And then kenapa you cakap macam tu? Sebab rupa dia, ada dia macam tu. Even though this is 2.5 for each, but I still want you to explain more. Jangan bagi I satu line, dua line, no. Because you have here 5 to 6 pages. You have to explain more. Bukan dua line, no, explain a little bit. And describe briefly what the case study about. Case study tu cerita tentang apa? To show the overall view of London subway, blah 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 lah. I say blah blah kenapa tau? Nanti you bagi ke I satu line ni juga. You bagi I satu line. Tak ada student macam tu, I bagi sampel satu ni, dia pun bubuh satu line. No, this is blah blah lagi blah blah lagi. Okay, describe briefly what the case study about. So you describe, when I say describe, you mean explanation. The case study is about to show the overall view of London subway. Lepas tu, they have how many station, then the connection between station and the subway tu punya schedule kan apa cerita kat situ. Subway tu adalah kereta api bawah tanah So explain which part of the visualization need improve and why. Lepas you cerita subway tu keseluruhan dia nak tengok apa, ataupun you are talking about the usage of phone, the line throughout the world, and then is taking into consideration 24 hours the usage. I mean, heavy kat mana macam tu. And then I also have a student yang lampu tu. Lampu, kegunaan lampu. Dan dia tunjuklah bila malam aja you akan nampak dia how to say, dia interaktif. Bila malam dia cepat kalah, dia laju. Dia multimedia lah, dia ada elemen multimedia. So siang you akan nampak daripada rumah tu akan lampu cerah. Lepas tu nanti tutup, nanti you nampak belah sini pula, belah town. Cerah, lampu buka lah. Lagi malam tutup lampu. Nanti you akan nampak rumah tu buka lampu. Dia macam jadi satu cantik pula. Jadi ceritalah kat sini about what? Cerita sampai I faham. Bila I baca, I kata seronoknya baca tulis ni. Then you dapatlah markah tinggi. Explain which part of the visualization need improvement and why. Bila you tengok tu, you akan nampak what is the improvement that you need. Macam ni contoh ni kan. What is the improvement? You tell me. Tu dia. Zaman pakai zaman pakai IT, yes. Okay. Come, type something here. There are 45 of you here. Say something. Berapa dah masuk ni? 46, good. If 46, I boleh take attendance dah. Yes. Betul, pandai pun. Tak ada legend. Label ni, connection apa sebenarnya ni? You nak cerita apa ni connection ni? Betul. Title pun tak ada. Ya, betul. How about the colour usage? If you think it's okay, then it's okay lah. You just say colour is good as an example. The colour is good, but lack of labeling. Yes, line-line ni tak ada label. Apa benda ni kalau kereta ni? Is it garage? Is it you heat up the car before you go, while you're taking shower, you heat up your car, the car automatically started? Is it what you mean? No title. Title tak ada. Yes, it's true Let's see how about this one. Can someone tell me what is lacking from this graph when we take this one? What do you think? What is this about? Can you say what is not good about this? There is binary number. Yeah. The graph are really confusing with the binary. Yes, these are all binary. 010101 ni apa ni? Benda ni. You nampak tak dalam ni ada bar chart ni? Inside here got bar chart already. Then this line panjang rendah ni all is a frequency Difficult to read, yes. No actual value. Yeah, if I mouse over on top of it, there is no value appear. Yes, summary.
Trolling siya.
You make assumption lah So good.
Trolling.
Too many visualization.
Alah,
Yes,
dah
but this is
tahu
what we have now. This is, yes, they have many, but what you can do is you can zoom. Example, I just click this one, I can go here only. Usually this kind of thing, usually they have like SQL. Atas sini selalunya ada SQL, you just click what you want to see, then the graph will redraw balik based what you want to see. This one we call it SQL lah. Just like SQL database, but this one SQL for visualization. I nak tengok female saja, so I click lah female. I nak tengok sale of month January saja, click lah. So I want to see 2 item, then semua akan tukar. Okay, so good. Again, I only have few student yang lain. What happened? So that's what I mean here. Describe briefly. No, this one. Which part of the visualization need improvement and why? Like you say lah, it's confusing. It's too many lines. Because it's too many lines, too many things. And the color usage tak sesuai. Because it's kind of confusing. It kind of berserabut. So you explain it. Kena ada ni why ni That's why I say some student they tak answer the why. They just answer this part sahaja. They say color tak suitable. Why? Because too bright. Tak jawab. Color tak sesuai. No legend. Okay lah, you say legend is a standard. Why? Because you need to have it to explain what is the graph is about. And then no value, value tu. Then why you need to improve? Because without value, tak ada makna lah kan graph tu kan. Because the value tu lah is you want to capture the knowledge of the graph tu. That is the why part. Selalu student tulah dekat why part ni lah. Why part ni menunjukkan you faham tak faham. Kalau setakat letak-letak ni, you boleh je cakap kan color tak sesuai, color too bright. Apa lagi missing this, tu kenapa? Why need improvement? Why pentingnya legend tu? Why pentingnya X and Y tu? So you pergi dig out lah. You will not dig out from that one graph, you dig out from somewhere else. Suggest the improvement. Baru you suggest the improvement. Suggest the improvement ni, what you can do ialah, kalau you boleh trace balik the drawing tu, you trace balik the drawing tu, then you change. You nak reproduce memang tak boleh kan, because all these graph, they use their own algorithm and so on. You takkan jumpa ni algorithm mewah. And some more dia data pun tak ada. So you redraw balik, tak kisahlah you nak lukis dengan tangan ke, nak apa ke, color ke, you trace saja pun boleh. You print out, you tekak balik, and then you lukis. And then you lukis the version of your version. Maksudnya no title, you add title. No X and Y, you put. No value, you add value. If the color not nice, you change the color. So, suggest improvement. This is you suggest. You suggest improvement. First, you identify apa yang tak kena. Bila dia buat macam tu, what is the impact? Macam you kata, no title. If you know title, how do you know? Why? Because people will not understand. Anything must have title. We cannot interpret our own kan. Benda-benda macam tu. And then you suggest improvement. Ni yang we learn yesterday. Basic visualization, color, space and so on. Semua benda ni, you apply lah. And is 10 mark each, even though it's 10 mark each, not 10 points. I want more than that. And then please list of your references. References, 2 dah ada lah. But I want at least 5 benda-benda ni. Yang why ni. Kenapa itu, color-color ni semua. You need other references, so you have 5. 5. Jangan sebarangan bubuh Okay, 5 to 6 pages, start from question 1. Kalau you ada cover not included. Times New Roman, 12 font size and 1.5 line spacing. Mati 1.5. So that everybody standard. Standard, the canvas size tu, ya paper side tu, left right ni, atas-atas ni semua stand sama lah. You janganlah pergi kecil pula sebab nak tulis sikit, kecilkan tu Standard one, standard A4 size. Okay, submission bila you submit nanti, I dah bahagi based on group. Even though you can end up in other people group, you pun boleh submit in another people group. Sebenarnya it's because you are inside one how to say, what they call it, one group. They call it one meeting in one meeting room. Tapi bila you submit, make sure you submit dalam group you Kalau you submit sana sini, I nak bagi markah nanti tercari. I ada 5 group, 100 student, kena cari satu. Group mana ni. Jadi I dah bahagi, you submit. Because ada je student yang submit wrong place one. Test 1, test 2 nanti pun sama. The concept will be the same. You submit in your group. Masuk dalam group pun submit there. Again, sama je. Nanti ada juga yang tersasul masuk group lain. Dah kancung-kancung kan. Especially test lah. Ada apa-apa lagi soalan nak tanya about your assignment? Yes, color contrast also not great. Yeah, confusing. Betul? Color contrast also not great. And then, what is the impact? Kenapa tak bagus? You can cerita lah, color contrast not so great because we cannot distinguish from one point to another, or it's kind of difficult to grasp the differences between the variable. Itu yang why kan tu. You pergi Google lah, why itu. Okay, ada kelas ada tanya can if accidentally kan ada 100 student kan, 100 over, accidentally you have same graph. I say tak apa, same graph but surely you punya analysis will be different. Kalau you tak tiru, surely different kan. Mesti ada elemen yang different. Itu je. Sama juga macam you buat karangan kan. Soalan satu, same soalan. Tapi berpuluh-puluh orang ambil exam tu kan. Soalan karangan tu satu. Tapi ramai yang take. But when you write karangan, surely different. Kalau tu person write same karangan, you dah tahu dah. Surely meniruan. Okay. Tak ada tak ada soalan No. This one boleh. Tapi this one like you say lah, quite simple. Nanti what is the, you nak cari dia punya disadvantage dia apa bila you buat macam ni, dia dah clear cut, semua dah cantik. Dia ada dah information dia ada dah title dia. Cari yang you boleh komen sikit lah. Nanti you susah nak komen lah. Good, cepat-cepat you cari Natasha, very good. Lagi satu. Fatin Anis you like my previous student, nama sama. Fatin Anis. is this one consider as no, this one is because dia ada frekuensi ni. Bila ada frekuensi dia consider as a graph. Yang lagi satu tu dia tak ada frekuensi. Not so much lah, dia ada sikit je, tapi the overall is more on process, more on preserve information.
Alright, I get it. Alright, thank you.
Dan ni sebab graf ni akan lain-lain, different. If you have different data, then they report differently. Tapi kalau none tu, dia tak ada, dia tak ada data lagi dah nak tukar-tukarkan dia tu. Like you say process kan, Napoleon treat Russian tu, dia itu je lah. Itu je data yang dia ada. Dia tak boleh substitute with other data, then the graph jadi lain lah, dia tak ada. Macam you talking about tu, Darwin punya teori. Itu je lah. Okay. Kalau yang ada, tak apalah, nanti we tengok lagi graph in our next class. Apa lagi ini sekejap I nak tunjukkan you all about competition about the competition. I tak. You dah tengok ke competition tu? Can you open your competition because I macam susah aja. I tak save pula. Yes, betul Kamarul. If you can see ada frekuensi, ada maksud dia you can change the data. As you change the data, the graph will look differently. That one is selalunya ada frekuensi lah kat situ. Okay. You not sure, you always ask me. You dah jumpa satu, then you just not sure kan, you just send to me to Telegram, then I can answer on the spot. Okay, this one about your competition. You all dah tengok ke competition? Macam mana nak ni, boleh kan risaukan. Okay, you tengoklah dia, you buka your Telegram. It's about virtual datathon. This competition is organized by statistic dia punya community also of course lah ada lecturer lah in charge, and the president is one of your friend lah, my student in this DSC651, and then he's the president, and then it seems that they have done it before this is not the first time. Last time he said he won, he got the champion lah, he menang. So because of that, I told him that nantilah bila you dah week ke-5 ke ke-6 bila you dah familiar with Power BI, you dah tahu basic of Power BI, he will conduct a class. Of course he will record lah. Nazim, this is a graph type. Okay, graph type. And then he say I asked him to record teaching advance of Power BI. So that you can apply advanced Power BI to your project. I'm not teaching you lah the advanced Power BI. I want you to go and dig out yourself lah. And then if you sign up for this competition, it's free. Walaupun ditulis itu 100, tapi for student your ITM is free. And then once you sign up, dia akan ada satu course with teach Power BI. So it's an extra information there lah. By someone, they invite someone. Okay. That's why I want you to, and the reason is I want you to enter competition because last semester we have a computer science week, And then we call a few, I think ramai juga lah, like 5, 6 lah, we call it forum. 5, 6 of our previous student yang sukses lah, dah lama lah, ada umur 30-an, macam tu lah our alumni. They are programmers, successful programmer, we panggil them. And then one of the student asked them, okay, when you recruit new staff, what are you looking for? Are you looking for student yang dapat good grade and so on? Then they say no, they don't really look for good student yang dapat grade. They want to see student yang aktif, and they all agree. They say yes, we want student yang versatile lah. Memang betul, kalau programming ni adalah orang yang kerja siang pun boleh, kerja malam pun boleh, tak tidur satu malam pun boleh, stres pun boleh tahan. They want people like this. And then in term of tak faham tu, macam I say to you, you don't understand tak apa, they will train you. Takkan lah kan cakapkan you buat again and again after 6 months, tak expert. Surely you expert lah after 6 months. So they want the attitude part. See, remember I told you? They say they want to see student tu masuk banyak competition tak? And then they also want to see your FYP. This is what they say. And then they also say, adik-adik, they say if you are 2 point something, don't worry, jangan rasa sedih, jangan rasa apa. Just continue study. Be for your FYP, buat elok-elok, dia cakap. Nanti bila pergi interview apa, talk about what you know about program that you dah buat semua tu. They want these people. So this is true. Kalau you nak apply kerja, people nak tengok benda-benda ni, you punya certificate, you punya activity. Dia tak nak orang yang macam quiet, lame, tak involve dalam activity company ke apa, dia tak nak. You tahu kan, some bank, setengah bank, this is different. They even hire athlete tau. Dia hire athlete, for the company tu sebabnya, tapi athlete ni, I tahu je. Last time ada seorang ni yang I know lah. She is a swimmer. Kalau you tengok kan bahu dia ni besar, berdabak sebab dia swim kan, dia swim. Dia kadang-kadang kalau you pergi bank dia ada, kadang-kadang dia tak ada. Bila sembang-sembang dengan dia, kalau dia ada competition, gaji jalan macam biasa. Tapi dia akan pergi macam course dia tu lah, practice ke apa ke competition dia tu, 100%, gaji jalan macam biasa. Because they want this kind of thing. They want people yang aktif, yang and so on. Because working with people yang aktif ni, dia lagi fun. Dia boleh bertolak ansur. Dia tak berkira sangat. Jadi, that's why you ambil this, you join lah. However, this group, dia 4 orang sahaja. Dia tak boleh kurang, dia tak boleh lebih. So, for those yang ada 5 tu, probably you try lah, you form another group lah. Kena sacrifice lah, because certificate is only give for. If you involve tapi you tak dapat cert lah, one of you will not get cert. And also I try to make everybody, but I pun tak boleh force you. I do not know your condition. Probably you memang ada very difficult time with your FYP, susah sangat, tak faham-faham, you tak lepas nak buat. So in that case, I pun tak apalah. Maybe you pull out yourself from join the competition, so that someone yang ada 5 group tadi tu boleh masuk balik seorang. You pandai-pandai macam tu lah, you say, I cannot commit. And then another group, dia tanya, boleh tak pakai data yang you guna untuk your project? I say, I prefer that way, but you have to ask the community. Dia ada nama dekat situ. Amir dan Amirul. Siapa yang masuk competition ni, tak kisahlah you menang ke you apa, I give as a lab mark. Dan orang yang tak masuk, you don't worry. My lab marker, contohnya you ada 10 marker, 10 lab, I will choose a few the best. Contohnya probably I choose the best 3. Sometimes I tengoklah the best 5. Dia macam tu lah. Jadi kalau your group tak masuk ke, ataupun you cannot join your group, you have to pull out yourself sebab you ada kan your FYP. I faham. FYP ni sometimes is quite demanding. Setengah tu. Some people nasib-nasib lah kan. Ataupun you ada subjek yang you are weak on that subject and then you have to spend more. It's okay. But I really encourage for you to join. You ada markah lab. You masuk competition tu, menang tak menang, you get the lab. You get the markah lab. And also you get certificate. You got to join the Power BI. sport trainer, and this, I cannot remember, Amirul ke, I think Amir, I think Amir will conduct, of course lah dia buat video lah sebab dia pun tak boleh nak masuk semua kelas kan, dia akan videokan and then let you see, he will teach advanced Power BI that you can apply for your project. So ada apa-apa soalan for this? This one I consider as a class activity, it's a lab activity. Because nowadays you cannot say that, old school punya learning, face-to-face class. No, now you learn anywhere, everywhere, anytime, from any sources. I also have some lecturer, dia bubuh video. I study last time pun sampai. I dulu masuk kelas psikologi. Kelas dia tengok video je. Tengok video semua children tengok video itu, tengok video ni. Dan lepas tu kita kupas sebab dia case study. Busy case study lah video. So, this is what I mean when you attend, you got to see lah how other people doing, you expose yourself. Involve je lah, be active. Siapa masuk dapat markah lab lah. This all I can say lah. Kamaru, janganlah fikir lama-lama. You think, make sure 90% say yes 90% of your thoughts say yes. That's what I mean.
I'll try, but I cannot promise anything because I am working at the moment.
Oh, you're working. Yeah, I know. I understand. Some of you have other commitment. That's why I say I strongly encourage, but there is no penalty if you don't take, you did not join. Itu saja yang cakap. Siapa dapat, you get point, but you tak dapat point for the competition, but other lab point you dapat. Then it will be fair to everyone. I just choose the best, the highest 5, the highest 3. Tengoklah situasi. I tengok situasi markah-markah you all lah masa tu. Okay. I kata setengah jam dah sejam dah I ni. Any other question that you like to ask me?
No questions for now, thank you.
Ada Amirul, Kamaru saja. Student I yang lain mana? Okay, Adam, tak ada soalan
Saya ada soalan Doktor.
Yes, siapa tu?
Saya Muhammad Nazmi Husaini.
Okay,
yang untuk graph ni, it doesn't matter if it's relied on case study, but kalau macam research paper, macam contoh.
Boleh?
Boleh.
Yes, boleh. It's a research paper, boleh. Research paper pun is actually, they have done research on the scenario. Research paper is also very senang, lagi senang. Sebab dalam tu lagi dia dah cerita, dah siap, complete kan. Research paper is any complete lah information, but of course dia tak akan discuss about colour. This kind of thing rarely people discuss on this. This one selalunya dalam, kalau betul-betul heavy, it will be psychology of colour, benda macam tu lah. Boleh. It's also case study. Yang lain tak ada soalan. Tengku tak ada, Wilson tak ada, Fatin Anis. Itulah Fatin Anis Natasha ni, very familiar name. Nanti saya tengok nama dia, student ni nama apa. Nama-nama glamour Christina pun semua nama-nama glamour. Oh, Fatin Anis orang hebat no doubt, I believe semua hebat-hebat ni. Oh, thank you for your response. Ramai juga ada student I ingat I ada Kamaru seorang je ingat. Fatin, okay, thank you lah. You still have 1 hour. This 1 hour, please start with your project for your assignment, and this assignment is individual. You can ask me, I will still be around sampai pukul 4 Okay, I end our meeting. Assalamualaikum. Kita sudahi dengan tasbih kifarah.
Waalaikumsalam Doktor, thank you.
Dia juga dengar suara